Hello everyone, and welcome to Square Table Gamer. Because of recommendation, I'm now playing DDO. I'm actually very excited. I really like this game, and I also wanted to take this time to introduce my character, Verithorn Stonehammer. He's a dwarf. I actually have to admit, I really love dwarves in fantasy. They're so amazing. Because they're just they have this personality like a hive mind, but yet they're all so different. And they're just it's just really neat is all I'm saying. DDO is one of my favorite games. I've had more fun with it than anything else. And it's just all around a fun game. It's pretty old, but even though it is, the community's still alive and thriving, and it's super fun. If you guys want me to make another character for the next playthrough, let me know. And actually, I'm open for suggestions. I usually only play the rogue and the dwarf. So because of that, if you guys have a race that you'd like me to use or a special play style, I'd be glad to be able to do that. I like experimenting with my roles. So, yeah. And I'm just going to do a little playthrough of the dungeons and talk about things. Because I'm actually, I'm going to let you guys see how it runs without showing you any of the actual story. That way, you get a chance after this episode to try it out and play it for yourself. The cool thing about this game is it's free to play, but it does have premium features, but it doesn't force it on you like some other games do. Like, it doesn't make you feel bullied into doing it. There is some content that you can't do, and you will notice. You will notice because there's quest markers that are red, showing you that that's DLC quest markers. But other than that, it's pretty fun, and it's got plenty of customization, plenty of content, and it's all around just a very format amazing game. And another cool thing about it is you can solo play it. It's very casual friendly. You can actually, before you enter any dungeons, you can actually change the difficulty to where you can solo, or you can unlock higher difficulties to challenge yourself and play the quest again. I know that a lot of my game dungeons I've unlocked Elite, which is the highest so far, and I'm loving it. It's super hard because of that, and then it's more enjoyable that way. I've defeated an elite boss by myself, and it was pretty awesome. Almost died, I'm not gonna lie. I pretty much won by being a major wimp and running around backwards while shooting at him with a bow, because he was full melee. Yeah, the loot's very awesome because it's loot that it's a very interesting loot system because it's very diverse. Some of the weapons might look similar and some of them won't, but one thing that doesn't make them look similar is a lot of them have really neat stats to them, and some of them have enchantments that you can use. Like you'll notice in my hotkey I have armors that you can use as a spell. Like I have these wrist guards that actually allow me to cast a healing spell whenever I use them. They have charges, you know. It's pretty neat. I even have a cape. If I use that, it deletes fall damage because I pretty much get glide as an ability for like a temporary amount of time. So because of that, it's truly different. And also, for those of you that actually play D&D, the tabletop game, another thing that makes it really awesome is you roll for everything. It's literally like playing D&D in a game. You roll for your attacks. It'll show a little die counter in the bottom corner of the screen, and it'll say whether you hit or you miss. It'll add your modifiers. You get a character sheet like in game, and you can even use skills like in game. I can disable traps in a dungeon freely of my choice, because I'm a rogue. I can also sneak and do stealth checks. So I just thought that was pretty awesome. Also, because this is an MMO and my Fraps is currently pulling every resource it can to record this, it might get a little buggy, and it's definitely gonna have major frame rate costs for me. Hopefully not for you guys. I have it locked at 30, but you know, who knows? Sometimes that, you know, it's not a miracle worker. It's just a helpful tool. Hopefully we'll have fun with this. You guys will see how it works on the end. I'm currently playing this on this dungeon again. I can't really redo the quest, so I can't get the main loot from it, but I can still go in the dungeon, challenge myself, and get some neat prizes and currency from it. So, and experience. So I'm really gonna enjoy it. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself, because obviously you guys don't know who I am, and I don't know who you guys are. So this is a perfect chance for us to be able to get to know each other. My name is Chris, and I currently live in America. I've always lived in America, and I have always been wanting to do this, but have not because of certain reasons. Not the time, not the money, and not the equipment. But I finally got to get into it, and I'm actually currently going to college. I'm 21 and going to college. I don't know if this frame rate's affecting you guys. If it is, I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can lower my settings. Sorry. I'll probably edit this part out. Alright. That should be better. I don't know. Obviously, I guess this doesn't match with,
human voices up ahead.
Perhaps. Oh, come on. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm currently going to college. I'm actually in culinary school, and I also work at a resort, cooking. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to have to take a break from school this semester because funding reasons, and also. Hey guys, sorry about that. For some reason, my stuff got screwed up, and I don't know why. But hopefully this works out. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Let's try this again, though. So, anyways, as I was saying, it was a totally fun game, and as you can see, there's the die counter right there. Very useful. I'm actually going to move that because I like that over here. Okay. Like I said, very interesting. A lot of games try to do something like that, but it doesn't just work out the same. And it definitely doesn't feel the same. So, yeah, but super fun. And I'm currently just gonna do this. I forget where I was. But I'm just gonna start back where I was talking. Did I repeat myself? I'm sorry. I'll try to limit that. But yeah, this is but and as you see here, I'm actually searching for a hidden passage. These usually have treasure, sometimes lead to bonus bosses, and sometimes a shortcut through the dungeon. But all right, so yeah, but I'm currently using a thug build, which is my own. I like to call it my own creation because I've never heard of it, but it's pretty much what happens when you create a thug. Pretty much, it's a rogue, but it's also a brute. They have brute force strength, and it's pretty useful because you can use it for a lot of new ways to fight. You know, I can sneak around, or I can tank my way through certain parts, making me very multi-usable for parties and guilds and stuff. You know, and it also just helps me in general. You know, sometimes being a rogue doesn't help in this game. Brutes that have a high perception kill me. Used to kill me all the time, but and they still do kind of because I don't have the AC to sometimes when I need it. But yeah. But as I was saying, I'm currently in college. I broke my shoulder over the winter break because of my I got in a car accident, and so because of that, I've had to take a break from school for the semester. But it's cool. It just means more time for me to work full time on here and at work. So um, that's one of the major things that got me into finally kicking myself in the butt and doing this. You know, I have all this free time on my hands. I can't even work right now because I'm recuperating. So why not, you know, just do what I've been wanting to do. So I got a hold of my friend, Awesome Friends 56, and he's super awesome. Like we've known each other for a long time, and I've always been like I've always tried to be there for him and his channel. I know I've never been on there. At least I don't think I have been, but I still like respect what he's doing, and I in a way I look up to him. I don't think I've ever told him that, but yeah, in a way I look up to him because even though I'm older than him, we still he's so much more mature than me and much more organized. Like he was able to do this a long time ago, and I'm just recently getting into it with his help, obviously. So I just find that hilarious. But as you can see, I have small optional quests for grinding, Slayer quest, and rare encounter quests. There's random rare encounters that will happen, and some dungeons will actually challenge you and be like, you got to go in here multiple times and try to unlock them all, or a certain amount. And yeah, so that's me. You guys should tell me about yourself in the comment. What type of living are you doing, or if you're not in a current career path, a current career, what path are you going down, or what path are you wanting to go down? I'd be really interested to know. I think it's so interesting how some people can do such different things. Like, imagine that. My choice of interest is I cook for a living. That's so interesting, you know, because I mean, I don't know. I just find that neat, and I don't know. All that stuff interests me. I'm majorly in it for cooking, but I'm also a major lover of business itself. Even though I hate most large businesses because of how money grabby they are, I have a weird respect for them because they found out how to be who they are through the most creative ways, and I think that's so interesting. I also want to throw out. You might have noticed this, but I uh, I not used to talking and playing at the same time, so I might lose track of conversation. I know even without me playing a game, like just from talking to my friends, I've been known to change my own subject, cut myself off. So I don't know if that has happened yet, but if it has, I'm sorry. That's just how I am. I got my ADD kicks in, and I just I become so and so, and I have not had my timer started, so this might be a little bit long. I might need to cut this in sections. I'm probably going to do that though. But yeah. Also, I'd like to apologize about last episode. I was way too late. I said it was 15 minutes, and I said 20. Whether that's a good thing for you guys or bad, I don't know. But I know that technically I lied to you, and I'm sorry. Um, I'm not used to editing. I'm especially not used to recording. So that was actually technically my first ever real recording. So because of that, it's kind of hard to judge. I didn't think about how long it would take. Plus, I started my timer late, so I was actually playing for another 5 minutes I didn't know of. And not just that, but my outro was pretty long. So because of that, it was like a 20-something minute video. I am sorry about that. But I'm gonna try to get better with the editing. Um, and yeah. But